crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of your women.
The penetrator. Come on, look, because I always went the farthest into the target, goddammit. Libya, Tunisia, Lebanon. It was me, pal. I was always first in, last out.
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to. But it's vulnerable out in the open.
Its blood was on the leaves.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Unicorn farts and rainbow sprinkles, y'all. DJ Ronnie G. The lovely Leia Rose. Gary Manja Sandwich Worthington. Dave G. He's angry! My man is French and Valhalla markedly tired! The wrench of wrenches, Chris Persia! The wicked wrench of the East Project story time! The mad Dr. Adega Outlaw! Boosh! 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 Mr. San Jose the Skeptic King and the one and only DJ Ronnie G! It's time to wake the neighbor's voice with Southern Viking! Our favorite polar bear on YouTube, start on Poopest Cuba! And Jester of Sin! Oof. Greetings, one and all. You've got a Batman, and
he's got a Superman. My
greetings,
God.
one and all, and welcome to Zero Hour here on Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. No Dune spoilers. If anybody out there is throwing Dune spoilers out in chat, you will get hit and banned for a day. They will do maximum penalty. So do not throw out any Dune spoilers, please. If you are joking, the mods will get it, but no spoilers. If you throw out, you have been warned. No spoilers. No throwing out Dune. We're not even talking Dune today. We're going to wait till tomorrow with Mike because he saw it in IMAX. I saw it in IMAX. And then we will talk Dune, but not until tomorrow. So you can make a joke. That's fine. Don't worry about that. But no serious spoilers. If you throw some shit out there, you will get punted for a day. Maximum penalty. No screwing around. Joking around is fine. Blah blah blah. But Josh already spoiled it, Loki. What? Martha! Yeah, the Kwisatz Haderach in the middle of the movie was like, Martha, how do you know that name?
My God.
Okay, that's fine. So,
well, all right. Punt kicks aplenty this morning, apparently.
Yes, Mexican Iron Man will be back tomorrow morning to talk Dune and to celebrate his birthday. Although he really didn't want me to say that. He really didn't want me to let y'all know it's his birthday. So, yeah, hype that up. When you see that, hype it up because he's going to be like, oh, Loki, why did you do that?
At least you're not going to blabber on about how old he is.
No. A couple years ago, we had Kevin Conroy do a thing for Mexican Iron Man.
Yes, we did.
And he's already, oh my God, Arwen, there's sand.
Man, I cannot
Dune, really?
I can already tell I'm not going to like it because I hate sand. It's coarse, it's rough,
It gets everywhere.
Like in my underpants and ass crack.
Streaming is super difficult. That's why I don't do it, and that's why I am not a YouTuber.
Hey, you
that
know
is
what?
Not true at all.
I'm with
That is
him.
not true at all. What Mike means is he hates the drama and the bullshit and doesn't want to get involved in it. He likes what he does, and he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to have all the guns pointed at him because he does something. You guys gave me the best idea for tweeting out the stream. Hell yeah. All right. And if you notice, my Superman symbol isn't just a Superman symbol. It is all about the great state of Texas.
All right. And if you notice, the bat logo here is it's a bat logo. I'm sorry. But to answer Leia's question, this should signify that Bat Keaton is my favorite series. There's only 2 of them, Batman and Batman Returns. The other ones don't count. But yeah, America. I like the Nolan films, but the 2 first Bat Keaton ones will always be my favorite.
I was just about to say that's the 89 Batman.
Yeah, and the animated series. I know Batman Beyond gets a lot of fan service and stuff like that, deservedly so, but the animated series with, aforementioned Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill and all that, top notch, baby. So those are my favorites.
You should run a show called Dune 2 Spoilers just to see how many people show up. Yeah, Taco Tuesday, Dune 2 Spoilers, and a happy birthday to Mexican Iron Man. I can see that.
Yeah. So happy birthday, Mim. If I don't see you tomorrow, I probably won't. Happy birthday.
Squeaka, what is up? It's happy Monday, and thank you to all the streamers that give out the laughs and chats that make YouTube worth watching. Aww. Thank you. Thanks, you. So this is all about you guys. I see what's going on. I see the crap that's been talked about lately. And I want to tell you something. This right here, and your guys' interactions in the chat, you showing up every morning, people retweeting stuff, what Man Squatch does with the memes, you guys make all this possible, and you make it worth doing. Okay? That makes so much fun. Okay, this is a fun show. We have fun doing this. There's a reason why it's Mornings of Mischief, because we get to have a lot of fun and we get to get a mischief, and we're mischievous, and we're doing fun things, and we're having a good time. I don't understand this. Oh my God, it's so difficult. No one makes you do this. Okay, when someone says, "Oh, you have no idea," it's so much more difficult than doing anything else. Bitch, I drove trucks. I delivered in the snow. I delivered in 106-degree heat on the back of a metal flatbed. I worked in a prison. Don't F around. I worked at a warehouse that did delivery for the Houston Chronicle. Don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. No, I don't think so. You don't get to do that. You don't get to run your mouth and say that, oh my God, this is so hard and this is so difficult, when people are putting their money into your hands because you were entertaining them. You are entertaining them. You are bringing them something that they can listen to, that they can watch, that they can have fun with, that they enjoy. And they are giving you their hard-earned dollars. They might go and work at a crappy job, and what do? They turn around and they hand you their money because you are entertaining them. Don't bullshit me. Don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. Chris Berger with a $5 Canadian super chat. But I thought Mike was the internationally acclaimed, world famous YouTuber, Mexican Iron Man.
Is that true?
YouTuber.
Do we have evidence of that? Is that out there? If it's on the internet, it's on the internet. We can find it.
And it's on their internet forever. Mahogany Draws with $5 super chat. After the abuse I got on Friday, I want reparations. What happened on Friday?
What happened? What happened? Oh my God, I just horribly memed there a little bit. Y'all see that? Jesus.
What happened on Friday? I was gone, dude. As soon as my stream was over, I was in Tomball until right before, literally Nick and Mike got on camera and were like, hey, welcome to there's Loki. And boom, because I had just got in, I just sat my ass down and turned everything on and jumped on. So I was late to the Echo Bay stream by like 30 seconds.
A lot can happen.
Barely made it. So I didn't get a chance to see what happened on Friday, brother. You know what happened on Friday, motherfucker? Oh.
Well, there's our little bit of there's our little bit of morning awkward silence. That's how I like to start my day.
I'm working the Mon Mines. Pity me.
Wowie.
Thank you guys so much for your super chats, for your member chats. You guys keep the fires burning bright here. You guys keep this show on the road. You guys keep this going. It's not for you. I didn't go see Dune last night.
What is that? What is that? Did I mean, obviously I am so out of the loop. What? I am not a blonde-haired, Jamaican-sounding Old Spice commercial. Yeah, I'm definitely missing something here.
God, I feel like I've been scrolling forever to explain this.
Little help, guys. Little help. I am so lost. Well, we're off to a great start this morning. Happy Monday morning, y'all.
How many days ago was this? February 24th. What the hell is today? 26th.
It's Friday. Yeah. Apparently it was from Friday night, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so out of the loop. It was a week from hell, to say the least, on my
There we go.
Did go wrong, but hey, we're here. And back to the live show. Yeah, this is playing on your device right now. Oh my God. So, Valhalla, what do we want to talk about? You must avenge my death, Simba. Oh my God.
He's the guy from the Lost Boys that's at the beach playing the sax. Anyway, you're welcome, Makani.
Wow. Okay. I think that just broke the record for the amount of awkward silence we've had on a 0 hour. Holy friggin' crap.
Admit it, he's got great hair. Arwen's losing her shit.
That rocker hair, really. I mean, like straight out of the 80s. I'm just waiting for him to pull out some neon green spandex and play a keytar or some shit.
I want reparations from all of you. Well, how about a skull? Will that do?
That's not going to cut it. It's not enough.
How about we burn it down? A skull on fire.
Wow.
All right, this one's just for all you guys. Thank you so very much for your super chats, member chats. Skull! going old school with the Dragon
God
Fire.
damn.
Even
The-
Legolas is in on it.
Like Man Squatch says he stunned me into silence. You did. I don't know how you keep on top of all those dank memes, man, but holy crap, man. You've had some good ones. Pat S is saying the abs are better than mine. Did mine make it on the internet somehow?
No.
You guys know something I don't?
Well, you did just recently.
I made it onto the internet. Uh-oh.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
That sounds like a load of hot garbage waiting to happen.
No, that's not what I wanted to
Oh
hit.
my God.
Stupid thing. I'm gonna end up like killing a stream one day when I do that.
I thought I did that for you. Hey, look at that. All right.
There you
God damn. Now is that an AI pick or is that legit?
I'm guessing it's AI because he did this one too.
Dun,
Dun 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 dun.
Good God, that's crazy. The detail is astounding.
Thank you so very much, Man Squatch, brother. You are amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I mean, like the texture on the bat symbol alone, Jesus, and the cape and the spotlight highlights. Holy crap. What large teeth I have. I know. That's how I get in with the, the growling and the, all that kind of stuff, whatever. But yeah. Arwen thinks you look wholesome as Superman, Loki.
Oh, thank you.
It's kind of like we planned this, but we didn't.
No.
Anyway.
If it was Gemini, Loki would be black.
Oh my God. Wow.
The Battlemorph.
The Battlemorph. Yeah. The shit looks mechanized and organic at the same time. Yes, I believe that's why they coined the phrase biomechanoid with all their weird.
All right, people, listen up. A Battlemorph may have been involved. Oh, what? A Battlemorph.
What? Man, I swear, y'all, I had nothing to do with this. I've been sitting here the whole time waiting to get out of this chicken shit outfit.
Super Saiyan 3 sax player Machini. Yeah, Giger was the best, dude. Giger was so great. Giger was just
yeah.
And you look in his shop and you're like, man, what is this? This is crazy. And it's like everything's got a strap on.
I know, it's crazy. It's like, boy, I'd love to have
I created this and then I decided, you know what, something's missing. So I gave it penis. And you're like
I took inspiration from the painting that I was doing, and then I figured the mouth needed a pair of lips and the tongue to come out and to kiss the anus. Oh my God. I mean, if you ever had, I don't even know if the place is still open, but like to visit the Giger Museum or to have the privilege to even order anything that was custom made from a shop, like furniture or something, it's like, yeah, I'd love to have a Giger dining room set, but I don't know if every time I sit on that dining room chair, I'm going to get a pole stuck up my ass or not, or something's just going to come alive and, do the.
So we've got some actual art, not prints, not reprints, some actual art that he signed. We've got just two, but we love alien stuff, so we collect a lot of alien stuff. But finding the two pieces of art that he actually worked on was really crazy. They were going for $500 a piece.
Jeez.
And they were moving, so they had everything on like super discount, and that's the only reason why we were able to get them. She pretty much gave them away, and I was just like, why? And she goes, we're moving, and there's going to be nowhere to put them. Every bit of wall space is taken. I'm not gonna be able to hang anything up because the comics are gonna go. Yeah, this was the comic store that we go to, Space Cadets. She goes, I've just got nowhere to put them. And I said, I'll take both of them.
I'll take both of them.
I'll take both of them.
Damn
The,
right.
the wife will be very surprised.
Oh yeah.
So
Well,
anyway,
all right.
All right. Back to this. Let's get back on topic. Can this be stressful? Yes, it can. Can it be stressful? Sure, it can. But it's not. It's not stressful like a 9-to-5 job. And your audience is keeping your lights on. I can't abide by a streamer that makes millions of dollars a year trying to tell his audience it's so taxing. You make millions of dollars a year. You don't ever have to work again either. So why are you still doing it? Because I need more money. I spent my money. That's your problem, dude.
Whose fault is that?
That's your problem. I'm not in here going, guys, I did this. I need you to help me pay for it. I would never do that. I would never tell my chat, I bought a house. You guys need to help me pay the note.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's insanity. I work really hard for y'all. So you need to do this for me. The game streamer that was pretty much demanding $100 to continue to stream. I'm not going to keep going unless y'all send me $100. Someone better buckle up, Buttercup, and send me $100, or I'm not continuing. I'll just get offline right now. I'm like,
see you later.
How the F do you talk to and people pay it? Oh, here's some money. Keep playing, please.
Like, come on. That's ridiculous. This is why I stay away from the whole platform as a whole. I mean, not to sound hypocritical, because I come on here every Monday and I do this thing, which is cool. Yeah. No shit. This lady's got it right. I come on here once a week, get an hour to hang out with you guys. That's cool. I don't do this professionally. This is not a career. This is not even a side hustle for me. I don't ask people for shit. I don't ask Loki for anything. I don't ask you guys for anything. I'm here because I want to be here. I'm here because I want to hang out with my brother here like we did all those years ago. But I don't make this, not to make this sound negative, but I don't make this a priority like, hey, Loki, what if you and I just team up and do this full time? No. Loki's got his own schedule. He's got his own platform to go on here and do all that kind of stuff. I am here as a guest, as a privilege, and I am here to have fun with everybody. So I don't understand how you can take something like that and become, for the examples out there that become major successful, the top of the echelon. They're the ones that are, just getting all that shit fed to them. And the ones that make, good quality videos, but it's for a living, and they have editors and they have people that do all this stuff for them. It's like, wow. And then they hit a point of the year where it's like, oh, the channel's kind of dying. I'm really suffering. Oh, by the way, this video is sponsored by blah, 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 blah. It's like, dude, you're still getting money. You're getting hundreds of thousands of views. You got sponsorships. You got Patreons. I mean, god damn. How much more do you need to sit on your ass and just do whatever? And I mean, maybe I'm too old school. Maybe I'm too blue collar to be seeing it any other way. So I may be a little bit biased in that regard. But when you're making bank like that, even enough to get a decent house, to live comfortably and not have to worry about too much, I think you're doing all right. The ones that go above and beyond that and get more than maybe even they deserve on occasion and still have to gripe about it, those are the ones I just can't stand. And I know Zero went on a ramble again, but there's it's a bipolar world, man.
I don't know what people think like I make on YouTube. I'm always appreciative to everything, especially the memberships, guys. The memberships, I mean, the monthly memberships, the recurring monthly memberships, those pay bills. That pays for this office is what it does. It pays for the electricity we use. It pays for computer repair. It pays for StreamYards. It pays for the video editor I use. It pays for licensing. when we do certain songs, I had to re-up a license this year just so I don't get dinged constantly by YouTube, so that I can be like, look, all my paperwork's in order. I own the rights to this song. I can use it. It pays for shit. That's what it does. It does not pay for this house. It does not pay for the car. It does not pay. It lets me go to a movie sometimes. It let me go to Dune 2 last night. You got to put money back, and you got to be smart with your money that you get, because if you're living month to month on what you're getting, something's wrong. Something's seriously wrong. Loki needs to focus on getting more and more subs so I can be a big time YouTuber, so I can get monetized and then start fights with my friends so I can get super chats all day and night long. Focus, Loki. You got one job.
Is that true?
No, but he's giving me a hard time because I used to do some stupid things. So
we've all been there.
So basically, you know, the people that have my back, I have their back. If you don't have my back, then you don't deserve to have me have your back. That's as simple as that. I don't think YouTube is a high payment employer. No, it's not.
At this point, I wouldn't think so. And again, guys, I don't do this professionally. I'm not a YouTuber. Sorry, Mim, but I'm taking your mantra here. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't know the first thing about doing God knows what. I hook up a webcam and I sit here and talk to you guys. But I think comparatively to what it was when it first started, no, probably not a high paying employer unless you're bringing in better ad revenue and sponsorships and, you know, and patrons and all that kind of stuff. But do
we have a sponsor? You just let me hold on before you go any further with that. Do we have a sponsor? Yes. Yes, we do. We have a sponsor. It's Norse Tradesman. But I only make whatever gets sold through the link. That's it. So that's what I make. And I'm very appreciative for the people that have used that link and bought, you know, knives or cutting supplies or horns, swords, axes, bows. We've got everything you need right here at Norse Tradesman.
Yeah.
The people who've used that are very much appreciated. They do not pay the bills. They do not send me a check every month. It only comes from commission, and I haven't been paid by them yet. So it sits in like escrow until I think 6 months after a sale, and then things start getting moved over. So it will sit in escrow until they decide to pay me. But it's fun, and I love their products. I am not going to have a sponsor that I am not 100% behind, and I never will.
So if Raid Shadow Legends calls you up, you're going to be like, ooh, give me all of that taint.
Nope. I'm not going to push Raid's Shadow Legends or any of that other stuff. No.
Oh my God. I'm a YouTuber, just not a mainstreamer. You're a guest star. Yeah, I'm pretty much, I'm indie.
You are a co-host. No, it shows. Go and ask. Okay, so go and ask Gemini, who co-hosts Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Zero's one of the co-hosts. He's an official co-host. So it knows what it sees. So good morning, Darth Arlena. How are you doing?
Over there on the Rumble. Good to see that's still working.
Yeah, and it's that simple. I can't sponsor a product I don't actually use or like. That's right. I love the horn. We got Mim for the wedding. I love the products that I bought from them. The cleaver that a couple of people have bought, I will agree with. I'd put a leather wrap around it. But besides that, and you can do like leather strip and just wrap it.
Yeah.
And then tie it off at the end.
I'd get me something like that, but you know, bringing weapons over the border, they'd probably call me up and say, "What's this for?" It's a decorational kind of thing. Sure, it is.
Loki's Mornings of Mischief is brought to you by the letter F and the letter U and the number 69. That's right, folks. If you love Mornings of Mischief, hit Control FU on your keyboard, and we'll get the message.
My God, what number was that?
Control
69, dude. Yeah, we went there. I'm sorry. So Loki, let me ask you while you sip your matinee beverage there.
Tea. Green
All right.
tea.
All right. You and me both. All right. Skull. So what is, because we all know you do this daily. You do this sometimes multiple times a day. What is, if from an outside perspective, for anybody out there wondering, what would be the most difficult thing that is part of your daily grind process?
Wow. Sometimes it's different. So sometimes it would be like keeping up with changes that YouTube makes, because YouTube makes changes all the time and they do not inform you of those changes. That's just part of the game you're going to have to get used to. They will change something. You're like, well, you've been all right with this before. For years, this has been okay to do. Well, it's not okay to do now. And you've got to kind of be prepared for that. There's some shit people will start, especially in the beginning. There will be people that are like, oh my God, come and stream on my channel. Come over here and hang out with me. Come over here and do this with me. And then they end up like hating you because you get somewhere. Maybe you get somewhere they don't, and they absolutely hate you. They don't want anything to do with you. There's been people that I've kind of like, okay, go forward and make content. Go make content. I understand you want to be here every day and hanging out with me. Go and do your thing. That have gotten pretty nasty. And that's not me. That's not me being a dick. That's not me being, well, you know, I do different things every day. I'm sorry. I understand if, you know, you're like, oh my God, I like you and I want to come hang out with you every morning. That's not my bag. I mean, I hang out with this guy because me and him have been hanging out for like a decade. Me and Mike bounce off of each other like those little bouncy balls that you buy at Pizza Hut back in the day. You know, the little bling, 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 and they go all around the room and shit.
Like super balls and shit. Then you catch one to the eye. Oh my God.
Right. Friday, hanging out with Arwen. You know, Thursday is really the day where it's like, okay, a random person can come on. Wednesday, very rarely will I have anybody on because I'm doing YouTube talk. So I'm happy with what I'm doing in the mornings. I'm very happy with what I'm doing. So if someone gets all pissed off because, oh, well, I'm not on your show every day, go do your own show and do what you want and have on who you want. And that no one's stopping you. Oh, but it's so hard, Loki. No, it's not. No, it's not. with the how easy StreamYards is. But Loki, what if I can't do it on the YouTubes? Well, then you're gonna have to figure out how to do it on the Rumble or on whatever.
Yeah.
That's just that again is part of this crazy thing. Sometimes YouTube doesn't like people. And you know what? You have no rights when it comes to, I want to be on this platform. How dare you not let me be on this platform? How dare you take my video? I'm sorry, but you don't. You can argue with them and you can fight it sometimes. If you feel you have been done dirty and you have been done wrong, by all means, speak up. But at the end of the day, it is up to them what happens. This is their company. They own the playground we are playing in.
Yeah.
So either try and follow the rules and do what you're supposed to do, and you might get hit anyway. That's happened. We saw it happen. We've seen it happen. I'm trying to play by the rules, and y'all get me hit anyway. Or constantly break them and then cry because you got hit. It's never like in the middle. I never see it in the middle. It's always one extreme. It's either extreme. It's either we're F you know, to the YouTubes and all that, or it's I was just minding my own business and I got hit on you know, on the side of the head with a 2x4 and told I can't be here anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's never something in the middle anymore. It's one extreme or it's like I never saw it coming. I didn't
Mhm.
do anything wrong. And it's insaneness. Look at what you're doing. Look at what you're putting out there. If you are violating copyright on a daily basis, expect them to be like reuse content, whatever.
Yeah. Especially
And
if you're doing it knowingly, I
yes,
mean,
if you're doing it knowingly,
then you're just asking for it.
a lot of that music. If you come on to like, Guns N' Roses or AC/DC or Metallica, and you're playing music and shit, I'm sorry, when you get hit and there is no, I didn't know. Sure you did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you
There's
did.
a warning in some games now where it's like, okay, make sure if you're streaming, you're doing it in stream mode where it
Mhm.
doesn't replay copyrighted music or where it doesn't do this. It cuts that out and gives you like free stuff to listen to. Cyberpunk was a big one on that. There was a streaming mode that covered up the boobies, didn't let
Yeah.
you see nudity, and limited what music you were listening to.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. If it's a really technical process now. Especially, I mean, it's got to be weird for. Well, I mean, I guess it would kind of be a little bit commonplace now, but as a AAA game developer, it'd be a little strange thinking about what you're putting in there and to think, who's gonna stream this? Oh, we're gonna have to put some preventative, mechanics in here just in case. So it's not like back in the day. You just slap everything into a disc, patent it, package it, slap it on a plastic lunchbox, and sell it. They want to sell it. It's a lot different now.
So you gotta watch. Anything can happen at any time. The best piece of advice I ever got was, and it's something Makani said. This is not sustainable. Don't run it like it's sustainable. This is not a sustainable source of income. If you run it like it's a sustainable source of income and you're running through your money each month, you're going to lose. It's
Mhm.
that simple because you're counting on that check each month.
Yeah.
You're counting on that. You're waiting on that. And when people know that and they start messing with you, you're going to get really pissed and you're going to get really upset and you're going to get really mad because they've messed with your money.
Yeah.
And they know that. They know that they can do that. There have been people that have weaponized copyright, they've weaponized reporting, they've weaponized all sorts of things, and they come after people. That is true. That does happen. Especially when people are vulnerable. Man, I got 5 kids to feed.
I got 5 kids to feed.
What happened to number 4? Shit, man. You got me.
I ain't even
Right?
married.
Ain't
Now
even
put your
married.
fucking hands in the air.
That's right.
See. So you speak of, I mean, because personally speaking, again, from an outside perspective, it sounds, with everything that's so commonplace on social platforms and broadcasting devices, this day and age, it's like a kind of like a adapt or perish kind of mentality that everybody seems to have. Because you hear a lot about dead channels, dead, disinterest and diminishing returns and things like that. So what keeps you personally, what keeps you going if you come to any of those bumps in the road? What's your tentative process there to get to the next step?
You have to adapt. We've been stuck at a certain number for a while now, and we're just now kind of climbing out of that. So that's what you do. You kind of have to adapt. If you have to change something, change something. You can't do the exact same thing. I understand that science and shit. Oh, I'm going to do the same thing and wait for a different result every time. That doesn't work on YouTube. So get used to the idea that what you're doing, if it's not working, it's not going to, you've got to pivot sometimes.
Right.
Slow growth is fine as long as there is growth. If I get 10 subscribers in a month, that's a win. I'm not going to look at it like, oh my God, I only got 10 subscribers this month.
Yeah.
The channel's dying. No. Slow growth is fine as long as there's some kind of growth, as long as you're moving in a positive. If you are moving in negative constantly over and over and over again, there is a problem. If you are not moving at all, that is your opportunity to go, maybe I need to pivot and rethink a couple of things. Maybe I need to make a little changes. Maybe I need to get out there a little bit more. Maybe I need to do something. I love the chat we have in here every day. There's some great people. There are some great people that come in here. And
chat's always awesome. It's a little bit, Loki and I can probably share this, but it's a little bit weird being on cam, because so I apologize if I'm missing messages more and more frequently, because it's a little bit
me
weird
right now.
It's a little bit weird to try to keep an eye on everything, because it's like I always love reading what you guys are saying in chat and I love pointing everything out, but I'm also constantly distracted, like, oh, do I got something in my nose now, or is this crooked, like what's going on? So yeah, so I would, it's kind of like everything, even big time channels, it's like every single thing out there on the platform is tailored to a niche market. I'm sure there's a lot of channels out there that do things that offer a broad range for a wide range of people, but it's like people in mass droves are all kind of focused fire on one thing or the other.
I'm gonna be really clear. All platforms have problems. Yeah, YouTube's got like a censorship and we don't want you talking about this, and Rumble's got its own issues. Half the time Rumble don't want to work. Half the time, if you see a stream that's happened this weekend, if you see a stream that is not on Rumble as well as YouTube, there's a reason why that's happening. Because Rumble doesn't want to cooperate. Rumble doesn't want to get its ass in gear, and Rumble doesn't want to put the stream up. After I've filled in all the information, after I've copy and pasted over, after I've done my thing, if it's like, nope, I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to be dumb, and I hear the Jeopardy music, do 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 do, I'm not going to keep screwing with it. So that'll be nope, not today. Odyssey has done that. The other one that we use, what is it? I can't remember what the hell the other one's called. I know we're on like 5-6 different places now. I don't even look at the other ones. I don't even keep track of the other ones. I don't know what's going on. So Odyssey, I look at Rumble every once in a while. If people can be successful on Rumble, that's great. But if people can be successful on YouTube, that's great. What I'm like, the problem I have with all that is, if you're going to be like, this place sucks because of this, this, and this, and this, oh my God, I'm going over here, point out the fact that the other place has issues too. It all has issues, plain and simple. No place is the golden ticket where everything on all your magical dreams are going to come true, like Disneyland. No, it's just not the way it is. So I get tired of hearing like, oh, well, this is your answer to all your problems. Just go over here. No, it's got its own problems and it's got its own issues. So, and considering Rumble's like closed off in Brazil, they're working on that in Canada. Not go up on Rumble and Kick. Yeah. So there's in France, I think it's banned in France too. So there's already entire countries where Rumble's like, Odyssey is nothing. Odyssey is a nobody. Odyssey is a big wet fart. Kick maybe has a future. I don't know. Twitch is its own different entity entirely.
That's a whole other friggin' galaxy of shit going on over there.
You know, everything's got its own problems. Nothing is the golden goose of, oh my God, go here and all your problems will be solved. Mr. Rock statement, we had a falling out and he moved in with Mary. I don't know if he is still there or not. Oh, The Rock. Oh, yeah, Rock. Okay. And we know each other. We'll just have to have our own website with links to each other like a network. Next thing you know, you need a server farm. Bam, the next YouTube.
Yeah.
No one wants to do the work. And the people that do, they're kind of crazy. So, and I wouldn't trust them with any of my information if you paid me to trust them with my information. So, I've run a website. I know what you can do. I know what you can look at. No.
Well.
I don't know. It's there's some things that are difficult to deal with. This is not a difficult job. Plain and simple. This is not a difficult job. Doing it week in, week out, I was told I was crazy when I started doing this. You're crazy. Once or twice a week, max. Don't do any more than that.
Yeah.
You'll be doing it for nothing. I absolutely positively disagree with that.
I mean, you're still here. That's got to count for something.
4 years in, there's going to be people that are like, oh, you should have so many bigger numbers and you should have all this stuff and you should be blah, blah, blah. You know, I really do appreciate it when someone's like, Loki, you're at the crest and you're about to go all the way into, you know, shore on your surfboard on the ride. You're going to ride it all the way in. You're going to have a huge wave coming. I appreciate that. I do. I love hearing that. I'm very thankful to hear stuff like that. This is a gift. This is a gift. It's a gift. It's you put a lot into it, but it's a gift. And it's a privilege to be able to do it. The people that don't look at it like that, when they get popped, and they do, you know, flail around like turtles on their back because they you know, oh, they targeted me. The ones that it comes out of nowhere that they did nothing wrong, I will agree with that. I think the YouTube AI is kind of nuts.
Yeah. I don't know.
People that go back and you've got like 500 copyright violations, that's your own damn fault. If you've never had a copyright though, and you've never had a problem and nothing big happened, like nobody pulled out unzipped their fly and, you know, on your show or some crazy shit like that.
Yeah. Well, then it's just age restricted.
Yeah. Or it should be anyway. They can still pull your channel for that.
Oh yeah, of course they could.
So,
otherwise, you'd have all kinds of freaks and weirdos out there doing whatever they want. It's not called the gift of gab for nothing. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. So, you know, and the funny thing is, it's weird because in principle, in concept, it's easy. Loki comes in here and does this every day because he wants to, you know, and it's not a typical 9 to 5. I'm sorry if I piss anybody off by saying that, but it is not your typical 9 to 5, you know? So, I mean, and so you can take a lot of pleasure in doing something like that. Obviously he's still here. He's still doing it because he likes doing it. But the difficulties come in my opinion, the difficulties come in when you're trying to, you know, even if you blow up and get huge, you know, the difficulties come in when you're trying to maintain that. Well, like maybe I need to bring in some extra help. Maybe I need to expand my audience. Maybe I need to look at bigger marketing. But the other thing, the other black cloud that kind of hangs around there is the extra wrong kind of attention that gravitates towards you when you start to, become a presence out there. Loki's had drama. I've had drama. We've all had drama. So, I mean, there's a lot of the challenges, and basically to summarize, the challenges come in with everything else that's just coming after you, whether it's the hours you have to work or the people coming in just to be hating on you because they have issues of their own.
Tiny Tim's not coming home this Christmas.
He's not coming home anymore, love. I'm sorry to say. So yeah, there's a lot of outside interference that could make it seem like it's a challenge and it could be a difficult thing. But in principle, the foundation is there. It's easy. It's like, oh, well, Zero, if it's so easy, why don't you do it? Because I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Because I couldn't sit here like Loki and say, I need 5 topics for next week. Oh, I need 5 topics for the next week. And the week after that, the week after that.
That's why you don't plan that far ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't. Okay.
You can't do it.
So some YouTubers can totally do that. Oh, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about this. Some breaks in. I can change it. Literally, this show gets prepped the night before.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever we're going to talk about is prepped day before. That means we come on here with less than 12 hours notice with the topic. Some even less than that, because I doubt that Zero is like, okay, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to check and see what we're talking about tomorrow. So
sometimes,
usually,
sometimes I'm able to, sometimes not. But I mean, therein lies the other, another hurdle. It's like Zero is not a social media guy. I'm there to exist, to just fill the space. If Loki or somebody needs to get a hold of me, they have that. But I'm not constantly checking the feeds or shit like that because it's just not who I am, So we all kind of fly by the seat of our superhero pants around here.
That's right. And, if you've got an hour to prep for a topic, you've got an hour. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to throw a giant snowball at him and be like, oh, I hope you're ready for it.
Yeah.
No.
There's been a few times when we have planned in advance what we are going to talk about, what kind of things we're going to cover and things like that. But that's really few and far between, because the whole premise of what Loki and I have done for the last 10, 12, 11 years, something like that, is just come on here and shoot the shit. Even if we have a topic, we can just take that and then just branch off and do whatever. So it's very rare that we come in with a set plan of saying, all right, at X amount of time, we're going to bring this up. We're going to bring this up. Because I mean, when you're with an organic crowd, like we always are, somebody can just say something and that's going to, open up a whole other branch, and then away we go. That's kind of the joys of being part of doing it live, baby.
Doing it live. We'll do it live.
Yeah. Yeah.
Arwen, I assume you meant plan. Arlena and I will plan for Arwena activated. But for Sugar and Spice, we just wing it and it just works. Yeah. I figured that's what you meant, plan.
Yeah.
And this is a really good dynamic. This right here is a really good dynamic when you can work with people like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is amazing. I can work with him like that. I can work with Mike like that. I can work with Arwen and Dave Bob like that. That's when magic happens. That's when you're jumping into the pool head first and you're having fun.
Yeah.
And everything's going to be okay. You don't have to worry about whether or not the water's deep enough or not. Can you go beyond that? Sure. And if something happened and I needed to pivot, I would, but I'm not going to drop anybody.
Right.
It's just the way I am. This works really well. We have a really good core dynamic. The only time I've ever been like, okay, well, thanks guys, has been when we did huge panels. And that just doesn't work on a weekly basis.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't want to have 10 people on here on Friday morning. I don't. I want a good dynamic. I don't want everybody talking over each other. I don't want everybody interrupting each other. I just want a good dynamic talk.
Mm-hmm.
And we have that. So if you were on a previous panel when we did like Star Trek or whatever, it's absolutely nothing personal.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a permanent panel if someone drops out and I have to replace somebody, that is a possibility.
Yeah.
But we have a really good dynamic, so don't take it personally. That's one of the things that like it drives me insane personally is when people get all rah,
Yeah.
when it's just like, oh, we have a really good dynamic. So
Yeah.
this is
Well,
why
I mean,
we do this.
yeah, and I mean, sometimes it's just gonna happen. Sometimes, and I'm sorry to say it, sometimes people's feelings are just gonna get hurt. And yeah, I'm sorry, you know, but that's from you have to kind of look at it professionally, because I know Loki and I come on here. He comes on here with everybody and he has fun, but I mean, you have to have some type of semblance of order when you do that kind of thing. Because if he and I just came on with like 3 or 4 other people, it would just be chaos and who knows. So, I mean, you do have to have some kind of order. So there is a freedom that allows you to come on here and just wing it and do things that, he does with everybody else. But you can't just necessarily say, all right, it's open book time for Valhalla. Anybody who wants on, come on. Because then, he and I, we've all seen it before. Anybody that's been on that platform kind of knows the difficulties that start to arise when you're trying to funnel in 10 different minds, 10 different opinions all at once, trying to do the whole something eventually is just going to plug it, So, yeah, I went there. I'm sorry. Yeah. Good morning. So, I mean, it's, so there is a lot of freedom in what we do and what he does with everybody else, but you still have to have a little bit of order, because the larger it grows, you got to kind of be the puppet master sometimes. I understand that, I mean, and like, even with the shows that Loki does with others, does Loki have better chemistry with other people out there than me? Sure. Absolutely. If he calls me up one day, say, hey, Monday's Mondays, but hypothetically, if he says, hey, I kind of want to bump you to this show instead, because blah, 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 I'd be like, all right, cool. That's fine. I'd be like, whoa, oh my God. I mean, it would kind of suck. Yeah. But if something's working and something's not working, that's when you gotta still pull the puppet strings and stuff like that. But if you're lucky, like if he and I are as lucky as we are to come in here and have a chat like we have, to be able to come in here, hang out like we do, man, that's great. That's great. Like I'm a guest here. I know he calls me a co-host, but I'm a guest. I'm here to hang out, talk about whatever, and have fun with you guys.
Co-host. You are a co-host. You've been on here without me.
Yeah, but I've always been with somebody, because I am still the first guy to say, hey, dude, I'm smart enough to know I'm not smart enough to do this by myself. That's when I got, great people like Mike or Arwin or Mark, anybody else coming in to help fill that gap. Yeah, I just said fill the gap. Somebody sound clip that, So, I mean, we're privileged to be able to have the freedom that we have here, as no matter how crazy it can and sometimes does get.
So I know this guy right here. I'm going to tell you something. This guy right here, Snowdub, would absolutely love to be able to do this full time. He knows what that means.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what he wants. And he's like, Loki, if I got there, the amount of stuff I would unleash, that's not there for these other people. They're just like, well, 8 hours of streaming a day is really tough, man.
Mm.
I only made like $500,000 today.
Oh, for
you
shame.
Absolute twat waffle. Your chat is supporting you, sending you money, super chatting you, doing all this stuff for you, and you're like, well, it's really hard. I woke up with a tummy ache, so I don't think I'm gonna do my job today. Bitch, I've been like dying. I've been sweating and sick as a dog, and I've gotten up and done these streams. If we ever go back to I'm not on camera, it's because I feel like ass, and I'm looking like I'm gonna die.
I look like dog shit.
I'll still
every
be
day.
here. I will still be here. You've got to, there's only been a few times it's been like, yeah, you're not getting out of bed. Go back to bed.
Well, that's the other thing too, I mean, because especially when you look at it as, a gift or a privilege to be able to do this, there's still that precedent that says real life has always got to come first, and that's a real world issue that people have to deal with,
And, there's been some times, especially with doctor's appointments and shit like that. There have been times I haven't been here, but those are, I can't change it.
Yeah.
I can't get a better time. This is the only day we're going to be able to do this. It's been shit like that I'm like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
So,
so
I try and schedule everything to after the show. But, any kind of surgery or any weird shit like that, I'll be doing the eye thing on, I think, for any of you that wanted an update, because that happened, at the beginning of this month. I think it's on the 8th or then the 9th. So it's Saturday the 9th. I'm pretty sure it's the 9th when I'll go in and they're gonna mess with my eyes. They're gonna laser some shit out. That's just what I'm gonna have to deal with. But at least I got it on a Saturday this time. It's not on a weekday. So we're gonna get out of here, guys. Appreciate what you have. I can't tell you that enough. If you had to pay $350 million, $15 an hour, 24 hours a day, you'd have work continuously 600 BC. So now you know. Look at that, $15 an hour. You'd have to work. That's insanity. Over 3,000 years.
That's crazy. The more you know.
24 hours a day.
Dave G Sound just taught me something new, which means I just forgot something old.
God help me.
That's crazy.
So, guys, appreciate what you have. Appreciate your audience. Appreciate what they contribute to the show, because that's what they're doing. They're contributing to the entertainment they're receiving every day. You can't beat that. No amount of super chats is going to beat that. So, thank you guys so very much for being here. We'll be back tomorrow with Mexican Iron Man. For Dune 2 discussion and to say happy birthday to Mikey.
Spoiler alerts.
So make sure you get your happy birthday messages in tomorrow morning, because believe me, he will love it and appreciate it.
He won't say it, but he will.
He's going to be like, oh, how dare you, Loki. So guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend, and we'll see you on the next 0 hour. Take care, everybody. Have a great one.
Later.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.